Turning steel into another metal. 5 of 5. Primate, metal coating, copper B, and Tiffany green. In this video, we're going to use the metal coating process to make this tube steel look like a piece of aged copper. We'll start the process off by using the Sculpt Nouveau metal cleaner and a Scotch-Brite pad as we have in the other videos. Our next step is the primate. Now if you've seen some of our other metal coating process videos, you'll know these steps, but to reiterate, the metal coating needs the primer to be on there for 24 hours before being applied. That's to make sure that the primate is cured enough to be able to stop all the acids we're going to use on the metal coating. Now, between coats, primate just needs about an hour, so you can get 2 coats on relatively quickly. And here we'll start our second coat of primer. Now, the reason to go with the primate over another primer is that the primate has acid-resistant properties in it, so it can hold up to the Tiffany green and the light green and all those patinas that we're going to use on the metal coatings, and it's not going to affect the steel underneath. So here we're going to start with our copper B. It's been 24 hours since we applied the primer, and we're going to go a little bit heavier. I like to do a little bit heavier when I want to go with the Tiffany green, especially when it's in the summertime, so I can make sure that I get a good coating. So I go a little bit thicker than I normally do. We're shooting about 60 pounds of pressure with a 1.4 tip, and really making sure I get in those recesses and overall just a good coat. Now when we go to do the patina, remember that the patinas work best when the metal coating is still wet. Hence why I went with a little bit of thicker of coat. So we're going to go in with the Tiffany green. Now Tiffany green is a very popular choice for the metal coating processes as well as on the metal, but ultimately it's going to give us that really vibrant greenish blue. And I'm going to go just all over, and I like to start bottom to top to avoid any runs if we can, if we get any, especially since we're doing this upright. So you don't want to flood it on, but you need to make sure that you coat entirely. So I'm not too worried about flooding on this piece, but on more places where it can pool, you've got to watch for that. So here's a couple, about an hour or two later, and this is what we have. And we're going to let it keep going because Tiffany takes a long time to get its full potential. And here's what we are at the next day. I wanted to knock back some of that green, so I went ahead and used 4/0 steel wool and pulled a little bit of it back so we see some more copper and green in the recesses. So here's what we have after burnishing back some of the patina. Primate, copper B, and Tiffany green are all available at www.sculptnouveau.com.